Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got a huge Sister Wives update for you guys today. September 2025 has already been jam-packed with drama, Sister Wives, excitement, and just a lot of news. From Christine's explosive book release to Kody's upcoming appearance on Special Forces, there's just a lot to catch up on. We've got the usual suspects to talk about: Meri, Christine, Janelle, Kody, and Robyn, and of course, a lot of the kids news. Let's dive in and break it all down. This is going to be a long one, so sit back and listen to my whole entire video, please. First up, let's talk about Christine Brown, our queen of empowerment. Christine's book has been a major topic of discussion lately with Sister Wives fans, and she's been doing the rounds on her book tour. I know you guys are dying to hear the details, so I've got them for you. And she had some surprise guests at her events, including her fiance David, who we kind of expected would be there, and even Gabe. So as far as the book itself, I did read it / listen to it, and here's my take. So it's definitely a fun read, but for those of us who've watched the show, a lot of recaps of episodes, or just talking about what happened in episodes that we've already seen a million times. But for those who haven't been as deep into the Sister Wives world, this book is probably a really, really good introduction to everything. One thing that really stood out to me, Christine confirmed what we've all suspected about Kody, by the way. Let's just say he wasn't exactly the most generous lover in the marriage, which we all knew secretly. But reading it straight from Christine's words was pretty eye-opening. Also, Kody's obsession with massages, I didn't need to know that, and now I can't unknow it, you know? So that was a bit wild. And then there are comparisons with Robyn throughout the book. So as we all know, Christine felt like Robyn was always treated better than her, and the book lays it out in some pretty shocking examples. For example, when Christine had Truly, Kody spent just 2 days with her and then went back to his usual business. But when Robyn had Solomon, Christine claims that he spent weeks with her. Christine even mentions how Kody wouldn't buy her a small diamond for her ring, her Claddagh ring, but for Robyn, he bought her this big diamond. There's also the honeymoon comparison. Robyn got longer, like a much more lavish honeymoon, but they had more money, so it's hard to compare there. And, you know, when Truly was in the hospital and nearly died, Christine says that Kody said he was busy doing laundry at Robyn's house. So there are just a lot of examples like that, and honestly, it's hard to read without feeling for Christine in that sense. But here's the kicker. Christine shares that she had a brief struggle with Oxycodone after she had a knee surgery in 2016. This one actually really shocked me. Did not have this on my bingo card. She's never opened up about this, but she talks about how Kody didn't know what to do when she was in pain, so he just handed her the prescription medication, which was oxycodone. And she says even though she was on it for just a month, the effects lasted for much longer. And Maddie had to actually talk to her and ask, like, what's going on? You know, so it was a pretty big deal. And here's something that's really interesting. Christine didn't exactly give Kody a heads up about the book, apparently. When asked about it in an interview, she said, he doesn't really know anything in there, probably. Should I have? No, I didn't. I don't really talk to Kody that much. So, do you think that she should have told him or had him read it ahead of time? Or is this her book and she can write whatever she wants? You know, I thought legally if you mention someone in the book a lot, you have to get them to like sign off on something, but I could be wrong. Okay, so now let's talk about responses from the family. And most notably, Meri's response. I mean, Meri's been pretty quiet on social media, but around the release of Christine's book, it seems like she's been maybe feeling some type of different way. Christine talked about how she didn't trust Meri with her kids and shared a story about how Meri freaked out over a 10-cent shortage at the store for the kids, which kind of led to some type of fight and estrangement. Meri has been posting a lot more on her social media recently, and honestly, I'm wondering if it's a bit of a reaction to all the drama. One post she shared was super cryptic, and it said something like, "When the storm rolls in, you find out real quick who your warriors are." She clearly seemed to be going through something and doesn't hold back when it comes to her frustration. Meri also posted a video where she said that she's not going to spill the tea like some people. I think we all know who she was talking about. She's proud of her integrity. Honestly, that did kind of feel like a dig at Christine for sharing maybe too much in her book. I'm just saying it's impossible to really know what she was referring to, but it's highly sus. And Meri's new pet Zona was also getting a lot of attention for National Dog Day. Meri's really been all about Zona a little bit, and I've got to admit, she is really cute. Meanwhile, Janelle hasn't really been talking about the book or anything like that, but she has been pretty busy in her own ways. She went to Phoenix and Arizona recently, and I'm guessing maybe she was filming something, maybe for the show, maybe she went to Flagstaff. We don't know, but I feel like she probably did. And speaking of big moves, Janelle and her family broke ground on their new house in North Carolina. They've been sharing updates on the farm's Instagram, and it's clear they're beyond excited. They've got permits for the first house, and it looks like the second one is on the way too. So I'm very happy for them. Finally, something is happening there. Maddie also made a post about how she's having some slow family time. And it kind of looks to me like she's no longer showing her kids' faces on social media. This might be a new decision, but they're likely becoming more protective of their privacy, especially now that the kids are getting older. Moving on to the kids. Let's talk about Gwendlyn for a second. She's been living her best life, traveling through Europe for the past little while, hitting up places like Austria, Germany, Prague, Italy, and Berlin. Honestly, I'm over here like, is Gwendlyn rich now or what? Has she been there for the whole month, or is she just continuously posting about it? Who knows? And Isabel has also been posting about her travels, and wow, she is so gorgeous. I can't help but think to when Christine said in her book that Isabel wasn't a pretty baby, but look at her now, she's stunning. As for Mykelti, she and Tony seem to be doing very well in North Carolina. Mykelti still got her Patreon going, and she's been commenting on her mom's book. She shared some pretty deep thoughts on the book, especially about the dynamics with Meri. She mentioned how she has some repressed memories from when Meri had temporarily moved in with them in a house and how it affected her deeply. She also had some insights into her relationship with her brothers and sisters and said that she spent a lot of time with the boys but did not have a good relationship with Leon and many of her sisters growing up. So that I thought was really interesting. And of course, we can't forget about Kody. Christine said in her book, and I quote, "Kody always had some scheme. Is this some new scheme? What is this?" It's hard to keep track of Kody these days. Oh, and here's something else. There's a big mystery surrounding the painting in Kody's house that we saw in the season 20 trailer. Well, the artist revealed online that the painting was commissioned by the lucky gentleman for his wife. The artist kind of hinted that it was the most big and expensive piece she's ever made. So there's that. That's not really helping the fans wondering why they're spending so much money on art. All I gotta say. And let's wrap up with some season 20 tea. The teasers have been pretty fire. And I've been reviewing them on my previous videos, but here's something pretty juicy. Christine and David are apparently furious about something that happens this season, this upcoming season, and we'll get to see it all play out. Christine spilled the tea on the Sarah Fraser show about how angry she was. This season is shaping up to be different because everyone is very much more independent, and I'm just wondering, how are they going to film scenes together? It's going to be a whole new vibe, I think. So that's your Sister Wives update for September 2025, part 1. I'd love to hear what you guys think, especially about Christine's book. Is it boring? Is it good? What the heck do you think Kody's side hustle is? And what do you think about Meri's cryptic post? Is it shade or totally just random? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And please don't miss any of my other Sister Wives content. Things are coming up. There's a new season. Lots to talk about, guys. Have a great day and bye.